On a scale of 1 to 10, how much will you miss me?
9.
Why'd you leave that one little, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much are you going to miss the kids?
50,000.
Nope, I came first, Shauna.
How much are you going to miss me on a scale of 1 to 10?
8 3/4-ish. I wanted to let you know, Mom's going to miss me a 9, but she's going to miss you a 50,000. So there is no worries, okay?
She gives the best hugs.
Yeah, she does. Shauna leaves this morning to go to Tampa, Florida. I don't know why I said Florida. Is there another Tampa, Shauna? Is there like a Tampa, Georgia? Anyway, so I figured we'd do a what life looks like without Shauna vlog. It's gonna be pure chaos. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, let's do it. Can you tell me your biggest concern about you going out of town?
That you're going to forget something with the kids.
Like what?
You name it.
It's okay? Well, yeah, we're going to get breakfast right now. Burger King, Mom's gone, so we do what we want. She's gone. And yeah, it hasn't set in yet because she's only been gone for about 49 seconds. So, yeah. But I got 2 kids. Yeah, 2 kids. 2 kids. She's gone, but she's in that van right there. Bye, van. So, used to be, before I had kids, when the wife would go out of town, it's always like really sad, but there's always that feeling of, well, this is gonna be pretty nice because I don't have to ask anybody what they want for dinner or lunch or anything. I can just be a bachelor for a couple of days. And then, yeah, you're sad. Like, you get into bed at night and you're like, oh, like there's nobody there. But I have kids now, so now I can do whatever I want to do for dinner, but I gotta make sure they eat too. So yeah, both of them eat, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snacks, and naps. But she drew me a map. It's okay. She drew me a map, so I have the schedule. It's gonna be all right. Breakfast.
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 It's breakfast.
Breakfast. I think what has me the most scared is I'm like, okay, it's okay. Got like an hour and a half or so before dinner, worship practice, put him to bed, and we're good. You know, we made it. And it's like, it's day 1. We have 4 days. I'm scared. So this right here is the day that Shauna left. This was a pretty bonkers day. It was a good day, but it was a pretty bonkers day. This was yesterday. This day, I did not pick up my camera at all. This right here, this is today. Shauna left yesterday, today. I've officially survived 2 days. Way to go, Dad.
There's no fire.
Yeah, so one thing I noticed about 2 kids, which is way different than 1 kid, is the amount of planning that you have to do simple things. I just need to go to the ATM to pull out some cash real quick and drop some stuff off at Teen Challenge. Would you like to perform another transaction? No. Give my stuff. When's the last time they had a diaper change? Is it time for snack? Do I have enough time to go and get back before nap, before I have to put her down, because if she falls asleep in the car, it's gonna ruin nap. Just a whole lot more planning with 2 kids than with 1. Because when it's just 1 kid, you just grab the kid and be like, come on kid, let's go, we're going. My tripod sits in Shauna's cup holder, like perfect. It's amazing. It's like I got a little mini cameraman or woman sitting right here next to me. It's pretty sweet. Oh God, it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I actually have a message for moms today. Are y'all Teen Challenge?
Yes, sir.
That's where I'm going right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Me and my kids, we loaded up a bunch of stuff. I'm headed to do a drop-off. Have a good one. So real quick, before I get into it, Shauna is a stay-at-home mama. So she used to work in the family business with me. I own a construction company, and she was a whole lot more than just my secretary. She was like my daily, like everything. She did everything. So I'm pretty much lost without her. But anyway, now she has completely stepped out of that role, and she is full-time mommy. So she doesn't work. She doesn't have a job, which I have no problem with. I'm very, very happy and blessed to say that we can make it just off of me working. So that's a phenomenal thing. However, we have a lot of conversations lately within the past few weeks. I would say definitely in the past couple of months, we've had several conversations that sound a lot like I am a mom, but do I want to? I don't know if I want to be just a mom. Something that she has struggled with is going from, she has worked her entire life, and going from the workforce and then working for the family business, then going to not working at all, not doing really anything. She was involved in ministry, she was volunteering in ministry, and now she does volunteer at our church. She volunteers in the nursery and in the kids ministry and things like that. But basically in the past couple of years, going from having a lot, in the past couple of years, going from being involved in a lot of different things and having some things that you can call your own. I have my own role in this company, I have my own role in this ministry, things like that, to going to being mom. And I'm not downplaying motherhood. This is the whole point that I'm trying to get at. We've had a lot of conversations lately where she said, sometimes I feel like being a mom is not enough. I also want to do something else. Like I want to start a side business, or I want to be more heavily involved in ministry. And then sometimes I feel like I don't want to do that. Sometimes I feel like I want to just be a mom and not have any of that. Hold that thought. We're at our second stop. So as I say that, I feel like there are 2 different kind of mindsets, or there are 2 different Jesus. As I say that, I feel like there are 2 different types of mindsets in women when it comes to being a mom. I think that there are some women who are ridiculously fulfilled being a mom and have the mindset of like, this is what I'm like called to do. Like there's nothing greater that I could ever do. I think that's the mindset of all moms. Like there is nothing greater that I could ever do. But some moms, I feel like they get all the fulfillment they need by just being a mom. And when I say just, I don't mean any disrespect, because Shauna is quote unquote just a mom. I feel like I'm getting off the rails, but I need you guys to bear with me. And I think there's other mindsets to where women feel like, or they could get the notion that just raising kids, being at home all day, cooking the dinners, whatever it is, whatever your role as active mommy looks like, just doing that, you feel like you want more purpose. I feel like for women, actually, I know that this is true. It's easy for you guys to get overlooked and for people to look at, especially sometimes husbands, to overlook and not see the amount of, you see where it's going now, because I've been home alone with my 2 kids and I've realized everything that Shauna does on the day-to-day. But there are some women who say, I don't feel like this is not enough. Like, not that I'm working enough, but you guys, you're either going to get what I'm saying or you're going to be like, this guy's banana sandwich and he should just shut up and please don't speak to women anymore. I'm so glad I'm married. Yes and no, that is kind of where this video is going. Yes, I have a very renewed sense of appreciation for my wife being at home alone with my kids for 4 days in a row. Having all the responsibility, everything that needs to get done, no babysitters, no nothing like that, no breaks, no going to the gym, no doing anything without planning it around the kids. I have a very, very new found appreciation for my wife. I greatly, just being able to step into her, I don't think I've stepped into role as dad this much since we have had Eliana, our daughter, our second kid. So yes, that is where this video is going, but also no, something else has happened over the past couple of days. And this is where I'm kind of getting the message for mommies. Hold that thought. We have to do applesauce and nap. Where were we? Okay. But something else happened while Shauna was out of town. I really understood and I really got to bond with my kids in a way that I've never been able to bond with them before, because she's always been there. So I got to step in and, as dad, feel what it feels like for there to only be dad in the picture and for them to love dad without mom like being in the way, or without like, I love you, dad, but here's mom, So I can't explain it very well, but I got to bond with my kids in a way, and I feel closer to my kids than I ever have. And it's not just because I took care of them. It was just, maybe it is just because I took care of them, and there's something about dad putting them down for the naps and dad kissing them goodnight, which I'm there almost every night anyway. But it was just something different. So here is my message to moms. If you are a mom and you battle or you struggle with, I don't know if being mom is good enough, I just want to give you a word and just say being mom is good enough. If all you ever do is mom, if all you ever do is be mom, if after you had a kid, if you don't accomplish anything else in your life besides raising your kid well, being there for them, making sure they're fed, making sure they're loved, and making sure they know how much God loves them, you're done. Like, you do not have to feel guilty for not being anything else but mom. You don't have to be mom who also runs a side hustle. You don't have to be mom who also has a full-time business. You don't have to be mom who also volunteers here, and here. If you want to do those things, that's amazing. But if you don't do those things, you're no less of a woman of God. You're no less of a strong, amazing woman. You're no less of a mom if you choose not to do those things. Sometimes God pushes ladies who just so happens to be moms, just so happens to be moms as well, into different ministries, into doing different things. And that's okay. If that is not something, first, let me rewind, follow God. Whatever God says do that. Don't listen to me, do that. So if you don't feel like doing it, but yet God's telling you to do stuff, then you need to go do it. However, if you don't feel like God's leading you to do anything, but you just have this nagging thing of like, well, all I ever do is be mom. And I'm not talking about I don't ever get out of the house or anything like that. That's good for everybody. Like, everybody needs breaks. Everybody needs that. But I'm talking about the things. You'll either get what I'm saying or you won't, and it's fine. The guilt, the shame, the feeling like you're not enough, all of those things, throw those things away today. If you needed to hear it from somebody besides, your dad, or besides your husband, or besides, your pastor, or take it from some random guy here on YouTube. If all you are is mom, then that's more than enough. Then you're doing enough. You don't have to do anything else besides that. Okay, that's it. That's my message for moms today. And now I have to go back to being dad because I hear something loud in here. What are you doing? What? Peoples? What peoples? Are you playing with those peoples? Peoples.